Amanda Holden is unrecognizable as a brunette as she delivers brutal insult about date. Amanda Holden was completely unrecognizable when she branded a would-be date podgy during her first ever appearance on TV as a teen. Amanda Holden first graced our TV screens long before the likes of Britain's Got Talent. In fact, she first appeared as a 19-year-old seeking the love of her life on Blind Date. Quickly announcing that she had a crush on Jack Nicholson, Amanda wasted no time in explaining that she was on the lookout for mature and experienced men. However, when she found a potential date, Barnaby, she seemingly went for the jugular by brutally referring to his podgy bits, and he later branded her too dramatic for him to date. Nicknaming the potential love interest Barney, she declared, "Right, well, first of all, I have to think of a nickname for your podgy bits so you don't feel too embarrassed. Let's call them love handles, shall we?" However, she was equally deprecating about her own appearance when she watched it back nearly 20 years later on an episode of This Morning. Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby listened as she audibly gasped about her own love handles, as well as her monobrow and the gap between her teeth, which has since straightened out of its own accord. However, in the 1991 clip, she seemed self-confident as she discussed what she sought in a man with host Cilla Black, despite ultimately being turned down by her would-be date. Amanda was virtually unrecognizable as she sported a natural mousy brown hair color in comparison to the bright blonde that is her trademark today. As the years have passed, Amanda has had her own children, 2 daughters, with music producer husband Chris Hughes, and appears very different to the young woman on screen 33 years ago. However, Barnaby Hans has since come forward to discuss why he turned her down that fateful day on Blind Date. He revealed that he'd admitted on the show he gained weight as a student and asked her how she'd help him lose the pounds, hence her podgy bits comment. Evidently not being convinced by her reply or the nickname she'd picked for him, Barnaby turned her down in front of 14 million viewers and opted for another contestant instead. "Amanda was too dramatic for me. If we were going to go on a date together, I didn't want too much drama," he told the Mail on Sunday later. Despite finding her stunning, he argued that a student nurse called Sam's responses were more measured, and they followed up with a mini break to bath. He added that he felt intimidated by her crush on Jack Nicholson, confessing, "I remember thinking to myself, if that's your ideal date, asterisk. Fast forward 33 years, and he's now happily married with a wife he tied the knot with 17 years ago, living in a £700,000 house in Brighton, and working as an executor measured for film giant Paramount. As for Amanda, the BGT judge has gone from seeking a date to hosting her own dating show, Cheaters, Unfinished Business, which reunites former couples to resolve their differences and will air soon on Netflix. It follows her admission that she cheated on her first husband, Family Fortune star Les Dennis.